So I was going to talk about friendships for Gracie. So Gracie has one friend who she has known since she was almost 5. She went to school with her, so she was with her for the first 3 and a bit years, and they had quite a close bond straight away. Her friend is really chilled out and laid back, and in my opinion, amazing because she accepts so much about Gracie as she is, and to her, Gracie's Gracie. She's always been how she is, and they've managed to maintain a friendship to a degree. Admittedly, it's been strained of late. She might see her once every 2 3 months for maybe a few hours, and it was always normally with the friend coming here and me chaperoning. When I say chaperoning, Gracie will get anxious about every and any situation. So even though she wants to see her friend, even the anxiety of her friend coming most of the time means she won't see her. And when she does manage to see her, there's always a period of a come down afterwards. Come down can be a day, a week, a month. It really depends. And this will be the demand of her feeling she needs to conform or comply as such. So she will say, because she knows socially it's the right thing to say, do you want to choose what you want to do? But obviously she's asking this because that's what she feels she should say. But in her head, I know she's thinking, I want to choose. It's not up to you. I want to decide. So I have to be there quite a bit to try and smooth the over the little creases a little bit and just keep everything smooth. So that's a really only friend that she's maintained. She was very popular at school. She had lots and lots of friends. She was the class joker as such. So she's really, really bubbly and used to make everyone laugh. But obviously, as she got older, maintaining those friendships was hard. The expectations on herself were higher, so she'd have to then sort of like do the games they wanted to do, not just what she wanted. Otherwise, she would feel that she's not complying, or she's going to not have a friend if she doesn't maybe say, would you like to choose what we do, or it's your turn, or whatever. So that was really difficult. So in the end, you do tend to find out who your real friends are, because I've obviously maintained friendships with other parents over the years, and it's been really hard when things have gone wrong with Gracie to try and maintain any sort of friendship with some people that I might have got quite good friendships with over the years of knowing their kids with my own daughter. So yeah, friendships can be really testing, and it's quite sad that Gracie, by her own admittance, will say, I really wish I had friends. And I know when people do or say things, they're not saying it in a nasty way, but I can't help how I feel when they do. So this is the intelligence level again, and the understanding. One thing that has changed over the last few years is Gracie's self-awareness is massively improved. She's really aware of how she is, but on the same token, this is also becoming a downside for her, because it's kind of impacting more on her mental health, because she doesn't want to feel the way she feels. She doesn't want to be the child that stays at home. She wants to mix with other kids, and she feels a lot of self-loathing, and it's very much down to her. It's me, it's me, it's me. Her self-confidence is low, etc. So it's really hard to try and build her up when she's got such a low opinion of herself, and such high expectations on herself. She puts up massive expectations. She'll feel that, she's a perfectionist. She should do something. So what Gracie said to me once, which has always stayed with me really, is she says, Mum, I can't live with myself. How do I expect anyone else to live with me? I find it hard to live with myself. So that was really quite heartbreaking to hear, but it just shows again how aware she is. She could be in a room on her own and still be anxious. She hasn't been seeing the tutor for 3 years and she is still anxious. The anxiety's there all the time. It's just sometimes it can be more managed at a more even level with little bumps on the way, rather than great big ups and great big downs and this complete irregular sort of emotions of just going up and down. So I hope that gives an insight into some friendships.